And welcome back to Nancy's Neighborhood, folks. And it's good to be back with you for the second half of the show. And I actually have someone from Athens who has driven down here to Cleveland to talk to us, Becky Pico.
That's correct.
Pico. And she is with the PumpkinTown Festival. And I wanted her to come on. Adrian contacted them to see who could come on and tell us about PumpkinTown, because I know this event's been going on for several years.
17.
17.
This is the 17th annual PumpkinTown.
Wow. And I know it's a lot of fun, and it's down around the square in Athens. So just tell us all about it.
Well, it starts off in the morning with a pancake breakfast. Habitat for Humanity sponsors that. That's from 7 a.m. to 11 a.m. and then a 5K run, Christ Legacy Academy. Yeah, to run off your breakfast.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if the two are connected or not. And then just the rest of the day from 10 to 5, there's every activity imaginable. We also have a couple of court that just happens to be in conjunction with Tennessee Wesleyan's homecoming.
Oh,
and
wow.
Living Heritage Museum in Athens.
Right.
I don't know if you've ever been. It's an amazing place.
Yes.
And they have their 31st annual quilt show is up. And so, you know, if you spend the day there, and you can go to those things too, and there's all kinds of festivities. And then we also McMinn Regional Humane Society was having an adopt-a-thon, and it's so fun every year. Mutt strut costume contest.
Yes, I love the mutt struts. We do one of those down here too.
Yeah, and it's so funny to see all the different. Everybody brings their pets, and it's like a lot of the pets really like it. Like they're really into it.
Yes, and a lot of the pets don't. So
that's
really
true.
interesting. It's really interesting.
We'll also have the Scott Crisp Memorial Powwow, and that's in the Market Park. Everything is centered in this, the downtown square area in the on Jackson Street in Washington, all around that, and then the Market Park Pavilion, which is a little bit newer. That's where we have Sounds of Summer, and so the powwow will be there. And then we'll have food vendors, anything you can think of. A lot of different food trucks. Also music, 3 stages of music.
Wow.
Throughout the festival area. Arts and crafts vendors, a lot of handmade arts and crafts. The Community Artists League, which that's where how you were wondering how I got involved.
Right.
And I know Meredith, she heads up Wilsonthropic, which if you need to go find out more information, it's wilsonthropic.org, and it's Wilson with 2 L's.
Right.
But I know Meredith and quite a few people that are serving on the committee, and then I'm with the Community Artists League, and that's how I got to know everybody and just began to be a part of it because it's neat. It's a community project.
Right.
Athens is the friendly city.
It is the friendly city.
And it really is the friendly city.
It is. I grew up there, so
yes. Yeah, it really is. And that's how I got involved. And all the other things, getting back to things that are happening that day, we will also have in Pocket Park, which is a new little area they've opened up on Jackson Street, at the Art Center in Athens. We'll have art-related activities all day long.
Wow, okay.
For children, for families. There will be pumpkin painting. There'll be face painting, of course, which is always huge. And a really neat thing for people, be great photo ops all day. It's called Step Into a Painting. And they are recreating famous paintings, and then you can put the costume on, and they'll also, if there's other people in the painting, I'm assuming we'll have actors portraying those parts. And you could step into the painting and have your picture taken.
That is so neat.
I love that idea.
I do too. And one time when I was in New York, I did the Metropolitan Museum tour. And they had us step into some paintings there, and it was really fun because you just don't think about it until you do that, and it was such fun.
And what a great photo to have from PumpkinTown.
Yes.
We'll also have, they called Pumpkin Plinko. I don't know if you're familiar with Plinko, but it's something that originated, I believe, on The Price is Right, and it's like a a board, and it's on an like it's vertical, and it has pegs, and you put a chip in the top, and then it goes down
my
to the
goodness.
prizes on the bottom.
Okay.
That's on Jackson Street, and we've got. Dancers are going to be, there will be the dance company in town, which I believe, let me check my notes here, Inspiration Dance.
Okay.
They'll have programs throughout the day too. So those are just some of the, Keep McMinn Beautiful is going to have a tree sale all day long from 10 to 5. And we will have historical walking tours by County Mayor John Gentry and Paul Wilson, and that's at 11 and 2. And there's a lot of history in Athens.
Oh, there is. There is, especially when you get to the Battle of Athens, which my dad was involved in. And
oh, my goodness.
Yes, and he was on the GI ticket. He was elected county court clerk.
Wow.
But anyway, it's John Gentry was in 2nd grade when I taught at Inglewood. I did not have him. He was in Miss Bennett's class. I had Joe Guy in my 2nd grade class.
You know everybody.
I grew up in Athens.
Yeah.
And but now I was going to ask you, is the event free to get in?
Yes.
But then there's prices for different things you want to do, and of course if you want to buy food
Yeah.
or buy
You
crafts, you're going to pay for
paying out
those.
of pocket for that.
Okay.
But yeah, just normal prices for everything. And we've got just amazing arts and crafts. These earrings are something I know.
Those are neat.
Yeah, that's a friend of mine from my church, Julie Simbeck. She's going to have a booth there, and this is. I thought, well, I'll wear these. Since
Yes,
this is,
and advertise
this is an
for her.
example. Well, it's an example of one of the many, many amazing handmade crafts that are going to be there, and it just covers the gamut. Anything that you could think of.
Right.
The weather, I checked AccuWeather.
Oh, and this is what is awesome, folks. Whoa,
Yes,
I mean, really.
regular. It's supposed to be around 82, mostly sunny, and that we're going to be out of this heat pattern for the day. So
And
I
that'll
hope
be
that holds
so
true. It could even
wonderful.
go lower on the temperature.
That would be
great.
wonderful.
Yeah.
That would be absolutely wonderful. And what I love about Athens is, like you say, there is so much history there, but when you bring everything in for PumpkinTown, you're bringing history, and you're bringing arts, and you're bringing crafts, and you're bringing music, and you're bringing all kinds of things in.
Yeah, I even
for
love
this
how they've
event.
the powwow is huge. That's been a big part for the past few years, and just to have the Native American influence, because it's so strong in this area.
It is.
And that's really that's very popular venue within the festival itself.
Right.
They do the like the dancing, everything, and then there's in that area there's arts and crafts that are related to that there even.
Ethnically related. To,
Yeah, and the people know that, and we've had a lot of return vendors every year.
Oh, wow.
The last number that I had heard is 10,000 to 15,000 people go through there
Whoa.
on an average.
Just through the powwow.
No, just through the
whole
festival.
Oh, through the
Yeah,
festival.
Through the festival.
Wow. Okay, now if people aren't familiar with Athens, they can go up I-75 and get off at exit.
Well, let's see. There's just 2 Athens exits.
Right.
Either one will take you there.
Right. But you really don't want to go on up to the Mount Verde exit.
Mount Verde, yeah, because you're kind of going around. But that would still take you there.
It would,
actually.
and actually it would. I'm thinking about that after I said that. Because you could come straight into downtown on Mount Verde. Of course, you could come in straight into
Down
downtown
Ingleside.
you do that. Or you can come in on is that Highway 30 to come that way.
Either
Or you
one
can
would
come
work.
up. Or you can come up 11. Now to get downtown.
Well, you're going to have to stop, and there's plenty of places to park all around there. The Living Heritage Museum, right around that area, is not that far. That's a great place to park around that area.
Okay.
Or up near the, towards the north of town, around the Arts Center. That would be a good area.
Yes.
Now, with Tennessee Wesleyan Homecoming,
I'm wondering about that.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Which is so I would suggest coming a little bit early.
Okay, so what time? Now the breakfast starts at 7.
Yeah, that's at 7.
But you don't have to be there at 7. It's from 7 till
No,
11.
and that is in the Market Park Pavilion.
Okay. All right.
That's also where registration for the 5K 1 mile walk.
Okay.
The 5K run and 1 mile walk is going to
All
be.
right.
And the race starts at 8 o'clock, and they're going to have a medal ceremony with the race,
Oh,
which is
okay.
fun.
All right.
But but the actual vendors and everybody, the actual festival itself will not start till 10.
10,
10
okay.
to 5.
And because the vendors need time to set up.
Yes. I've done it, and it's,
I have too. And,
oh, you're
it's,
sweating it.
and it's a panic when people are there wanting to buy and you're not
Yeah.
even all completely set up yet. So
Yeah, you just start
so
doing business.
That's
soon as
right,
they
and
do
you
it.
smile, and you're
That's-
so glad that they're there.
That's right.
And then what time's it over?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock, okay. And so they will sweep up the streets of Athens. Now, here's the thing.
Yes, they roll them up. right
I
at
know
5.
this. I graduated from Tennessee Wesleyan, too. When it was Tennessee Wesleyan College, now it's Tennessee Wesleyan University.
Yes, it is.
But, which I don't know why they had to change it. But anyway, that's okay. Because
Maybe it's grant money.
that is true. That is true.
Might
I
be something
understand.
like that.
We always put a dollar sign in front of things. But anyway, and I had not planned on going to the alumni weekend, but that's going to be interesting.
Yeah,
Athens is going to have a whole lot of people downtown.
we are interested to see what happens. And also, my Community Artists League, to give them a little plug, which is this amazing idea one of our members came up with last year, is a pop-up art show in our booth. We're also going to have information about Community Artists League, because it's a great artist league that for people to get involved in, hobbyists up to professionals.
Right.
But we're going to have 4-inch by 6-inch originals for $20. Just all of them are $20. We create a huge wall of art in our booth, and we've done it at a few restaurants and coffee shops, and it's just a neat way to get original artwork into the hands of the average person, which they don't normally get that, and at that price point, you can't beat it. No. And it's really good. Like the artists really pour themselves into it.
I think that's great.
I
really do.
It's a fun idea to get people involved.
Now, all right, let me get my bearings.
Okay.
Okay, I'm at the courthouse.
You're at the courthouse.
And I know where the Strand Theater used to be. Do you know where the theater used to be?
I don't.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
I only moved here 12 years ago.
And then there was Riddle Drug Store.
Yeah,
and
that's
then you come on
that
down.
was right on the
Okay, so that's what
square.
is that? Is that
There's
Jackson?
Washington goes in to
Okay.
like from the north into downtown.
Right.
Jackson goes up.
Okay. So as long as they can get close to the courthouse.
And White Street.
Yes.
That's the one that goes. Washington actually goes across.
Okay, and as
it's
long as
White in Washington, and
and parking at
they'll be just all around.
all around and
on the
there's
street.
streets.
They promised not to hand out tickets that day.
Oh, okay. So
So
they're
you can-
actually going to let people park on the street?
You park, well, not within the festival,
Okay,
but on
that's-
the outside
okay,
as you're
okay.
going in. Because
Yeah.
the street, that's where a lot of the vendors will be set
Yeah,
up.
they'll be set up in the street. And
All around
so-
the courthouse square and in the adjacent, all the streets
Yes,
that are adjacent
yes,
to it.
and I think that's great. And Athens is a lovely town, and your courthouse is beautiful.
It is beautiful.
My mother was working for the Department of Human Services the day it was on fire, and she was on the 3rd floor, and they had to go up and get her because she was throwing the files out. She was putting rubber bands around the
my
files and
goodness.
throwing them out because she didn't want to have to
Yeah.
redo anything. And when you all rebuilt your courthouse, you built it back in a beautiful style, which is
it
not
is.
what we did in Brady County.
It's-
So ours looks like a mausoleum, and it's really not pretty. And you all heard me say that it is not pretty. But Athens has a beautiful courthouse.
It is.
So
and our
it's-
Main Street program has brought in a lot of.
Yes.
Oh, it's amazing what Lisa Dotson, who's in charge of it there in
Right.
Athens.
And then I saw Miss Lauren. You know, y'all met Miss Lauren at the last
Yes,
show.
I
Miss
did.
Lauren is letting me know
It is
that we
time.
have about 2 minutes. So I just want people to know that this is this Saturday,
This Saturday, October 12th.
October the 12th, and the weather's supposed to be beautiful.
Yes, it is 10 to 5,
10 to 5, downtown Athens. But if you want to eat pancakes and support Habitat,
7 a.m.
and that's going to be at the
Market Park Pavilion.
Okay, at the pavilion. So, so here's the information up here, and you can go to facebook.com and /PumpkinTown Festival Athens TN, and it should tell them everything they need to know. Any last minute thing you need to tell them, Becky?
All I know is all the PumpkinTown festivals I've been to they're great. It's a wonderful way to spend the day with your family or on a date or just with friends. And there's such a variety, especially this year. If you like it, it's there.
Okay, and you can eat there, and
Eat
you don't
there,
have to worry
listen to
about
wonderful music.
Right.
And
buy some nice art.
buy some nice arts and crafts and jewelry and everything that we have possible. Play pumpkin plinko. win
Yes,
a little something.
Yes, and they can
And
even
adopt a pet.
and adopt a pet while you paint a
See,
pumpkin.
we've
we've
got it all.
Absolutely, absolutely. Becky,
Yeah.
thank you so much
Well,
for
thank
taking
you,
the trip
Nancy.
down here to talk to us. I hope a lot of people from Cleveland go up there and check you all out because I think this is a great event.
Yeah, come on up, Cleveland neighbors.
That's right. That's right. And those of us that were born and raised in Athens know that it is the friendly city.
It is the
so
friendly
that
city.
that's great. Becky, thank you so much.
Thank you so
I
much,
appreciate
Nancy.
it.
Appreciate it.
Folks, don't go away. We'll be right back with some upcoming events. I'm going to remind you about PumpkinTown. I'll keep reminding you about PumpkinTown. And but I'm going to remind you about that and tell you about some other events that are coming up. But watch our commercials, support our sponsors because they help pay our bills. And I'll be right back.